What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, it was only about a month ago when we heard from industry insider Daniel RPK that we would find out the fate of Armor Wars and Blade, the two noticeably absent titles from this year's presentations by Marvel Studios, in the next couple of months. It didn't by any means mean they were canceled, simply that Marvel had not decided what they wanted to do with the projects. Now, where it seems as though Blade is safe, today's quotes, and coming directly from Don Cheadle, seem like the opposite, as he has no idea what's going on with the project, and that is not good news for the guy who's supposed to be the star. We're going to break down exactly what he said, how it directly implies that the film is now a no-go at Marvel Studios, and we even had one trusted industry insider weigh in with a hint of what Marvel Studios may have done with the Armor Wars storyline going forward. We're breaking it all down. Armor Wars apparently now canceled at Marvel Studios, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with the release of Agatha All Along's finale. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment if you want. Stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this interview was just published by TVLine.com under the headline "Secret Invasion's Polarizing Rhodey Reveal Could Be Worth It," says Don Cheadle, if Armor Wars happens, where they go on to report the following quote. When speaking with Cheadle on Thursday night about Peacock's Fight Night miniseries, TV Line was sure to check in on the status of Marvel's Armor Wars, which was announced as a 6-episode Cheadle-centric Disney Plus series back in 2020, but as of September 2022 was said to be reconceived as a feature film. They then presented the interview in the form of a question and answer. TV Line opened with the question, "Any word on where Armor Wars stands?" And he responded, "You can find out and let me know," with me italicized for emphasis. TV Line then said, "Last I heard, it switched from being a TV series to a movie, but there have been no updates since then." To which he replied, "Yeah, I think the word that's most salient in that sentence is switched." And then he laughed and said, "I don't know. I'm not sure where anything is right now. I think things are going through a lot of changes, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what it is." And in case I have to spell this out for you guys, he is literally the lead actor in the series. So if there was any movement or pre-development news going on with Armor Wars, he would be the one who knows, and quite honestly, he knows nothing. Which means if he doesn't know where anything stands, at least as of right now, there is no movement on that project. Now that doesn't 1000% mean that it's canceled, but the fact that nothing's happening with it after it's had its can kicked down the road and for as long as possible, well, let's just put it this way. There are a lot more pressing films like Doctor Strange 3, Thor 5, Spider-Man 4 to take up the multiverse slate than Armor Wars, a project that, unless he's completely sandbagging, now seems like it's indefinitely on the back burner. Now, this wasn't the last we heard of what might be going on with this project, because again, for certain now, outside of them announcing it, it doesn't seem like we'll be getting an Armor Wars project. Alex Perez, trusted industry insider over at the Cosmic Circus, basically responded to someone on Twitter by tweeting out a gif of Vision, basically implying here, and which makes a lot of sense, that they may be wrapping the Armor Wars storyline or the arc that they had planned for Rhodey into the Vision Quest series. And by even further evidence of this, one Redditor pointed out that originally, years ago, when Alex Perez had confirmed the return of James Spader as Ultron for at least one live-action project, he actually said it was for Armor Wars. Then 2 years later in this year, we got it confirmed he is returning as Ultron, but it would actually be for Vision Quest. So it's possible that they took a look at a couple of the projects, and again, the limited landscape for what's going on with Phase 5 and how many movies they have left to get to Secret Wars, and said, Armor Wars is not one of the movies that we can prioritize. It also, I have to point it out, would be a little awkward if they did a movie like Armor Wars that's focused on Tony Stark's legacy, and then all of a sudden had this imagery of Robert Downey Jr. in that film, in a major feature film, only to turn around and want us to buy into him as Dr. Doom. And it's yet to be seen whether or not they're going to use makeup and prosthetics to get around this, but it seems like it would be, I don't know, the wrong idea if you're trying to get everyone to buy into Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom, to have a feature film that's basically full of his iconography and his legacy in the MCU. It would just be a really tall ask. So I would dare say, as the landscape has shifted over at Marvel Studios, not only for the release slate and outside of the MCU, but for the narrative inside the MCU as well, that Armor Wars most likely has now been wrapped into Vision Quest. And you know, I think it's unfortunate. You guys know here at the channel, a lot of the diehards will, that War Machine's one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. I love Don Cheadle as well. I was so hyped for him to get his own project, but as it is with a lot of other characters, you know, there are A characters in publishing and there are A characters who already have silver screen appearances like Doctor Strange, Thor, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, etc, etc, etc. I mean, you can't have it both ways. These are characters that already have silver screen franchises, and we have now asked Marvel Studios to cut back the amount of quantity they're making in order to search for that quality. That's been the internal directive since Bob Iger returned as well, and you have to split the difference. If you want them to put out less movies that are higher quality, then you can't also make sure that B and C tier characters end up getting their own films. It's one or the other, and I think in this instance it's just a product of War Machine has never been an A-list character, so it really doesn't matter how much I love him or anybody else. It's just going to be a long shot for him to be able to get his own series or his own movie in this case, which it seems like they may have gone the wrong direction with that. Still, it doesn't preclude us from seeing a lot of Rhodey in upcoming projects, as we all know and can agree that Secret Invasion was such an underwhelming outing, especially in the way that they did those reveals and then underutilized its character throughout all of it. Don't even get me started. I really do honestly feel like in the rearview mirror that Secret Invasion may be the biggest letdown just because of how much we expected from a series with that title. And so again, in the rearview mirror, if that was the lowest of a bunch of low spots since Avengers Endgame, then everybody in that cast, Nick Fury, Rhodey, they all reserve redemption, and that not being the last time they show up. So fingers crossed he gets his own arc and storyline throughout Vision Quest, where we had heard rumors that that might set up a West Coast Avengers team. It would include Rhodey as their Iron Man. But let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s here at the channel, and the next one happens to be at the end of the month to coincide with Agatha All Along's finale. If you want to be entered to win or for any of the other future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. You've got to be a subscriber, so hit the sub button, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos in the same way we're doing here, live with my voice, in the winning comment when there is one shown on screen. So please be safe and vigilant on YouTube or really any other platform. Please remember, anybody can take a content creator's profile picture, claim to be them. It's all a ruse to get your information on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp and charge you for shipping for a price that's not there. No content creator, myself included, will ever charge you for shipping, so please be safe again and vigilant on any platform. And if you should get a spam comment like that, just report it directly to YouTube. They are very fast about deleting that account, and then everywhere they've commented goes away as well. You're actually doing a huge service to the YouTube community, not just the one page or comment that they happen to try to snag you on. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around, guys. We'll be posting again real soon.